all so much for being here with us today. We're so excited to have this webinar and be able to offer it to all of you. If you have any questions at all throughout the entire webinar, please feel free to ask them. There is a Q&A button located at the bottom of your screen, or you can use the chat box as well. And we will be taking all questions at the end of the webinar today. So on that note, I would now like to turn it over to Warren Call. Warren, thanks for being here with us today.
Thanks, Molly, and good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the next installment of the Traverse Connect Connecting the Dots webinar series. We're honored to have a very special guest with us today. It is my pleasure to introduce our speaker, Lauren Youngdahl-Snyder of Consumers Energy. Lauren Youngdahl-Snyder is the Vice President of Customer Experience for Consumers Energy, Michigan's largest electric and natural gas utility, serving 6.7 million Michigan residents. Youngdahl-Snyder's responsibilities include economic development strategy and business customer operations that support Michigan's growth, as well as innovation of energy waste reduction and renewable energy programs that enable the company's clean energy plan for Michigan. Youngdahl-Snyder joined Consumers Energy in 2004 and has held increasingly responsible leadership roles, gaining experience in marketing, regulatory affairs, meter reading operations, smart energy technology, contact center operations, and strategic planning. She previously served as Executive Director of Customer Experience and Marketing Strategy and was responsible for a multi-million-dollar program portfolio. She holds an MBA and a BBA in marketing from Michigan State University's Eli Broad College of Business and earned a bachelor's degree in international relations from Michigan State University's James Madison Honors College. She serves on the Grand Valley State University School of Engineering Advisory Board and is a member of the Michigan Women Forward Power of 100. She was also nominated to serve on the statewide Michigan Women Forward Board. Lauren, welcome and good morning. Thank you for joining our webinar series. Please take it away.
Hello, good morning. It's so good to be here. I'm coming to you live from Grand Rapids, but so excited to be talking to all of you this morning. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you. Here we go. All right, so I want to start with talking to you about working safely and how Consumers Energy keeps this very top of mind. I will tell you, we made a commitment several years ago to make sure that everybody, all of my coworkers, all of us go home safely. And we say it in the context of work, home, and play. And it's definitely important during this COVID crisis to keep it very top of mind. And so I want to share with you how we're thinking about this so you can rest assured as a customer of ours that we are in a great spot to be able to provide electricity and gas. So we actually, before the governor even mandated the stay home order, we were taking precautions. And all of us, like myself, you can see I'm in my home office. Those of us who could work from home are working from home, and those of us who are in the field are following the CDC recommendation and health safety guidelines. And also, several of my coworkers who work at our coal generation have been sequestering since the stay home order. So we have coworkers who literally are living in RVs and rotating every 14 days to assure that we can produce and provide power to our customers. So I want to share that at the onset to let you know that fundamental to how we do work is safety. We also, just as an aside, it's become such a common practice for us that every single meeting that we have at Consumers Energy begins with a safety tailboard. That includes myself, where we work in an office environment. We always start with safety, so it's a focal point. So wanted to start there as we jump into this. Another key tenet for Consumers Energy is the people, planet, and prosperity. We anchor to this in all the decisions that we make in the way that we do business. People, because we are serving customers, our communities, our coworkers, and it's really the heart of our business. We are not just a utility. We are a people company that just happens to provide energy. When it comes to our planet, we stand for doing what's right and not merely what's required. we put a stake in the ground to say that by 2040, we will retire our entire coal fleet and be net zero, which for a utility company is pretty unprecedented. I would say that when you look across the nation, we tend to be ahead of the curve in our thinking and our approach here. And so I'm going to get into this a little bit more later, but we do have a roadmap for how we will protect the environment and embrace innovative and affordable energy solutions so that in 2040 we can stand and say that we are net zero. And that doesn't change in our time of crisis. We are definitely thinking short term, how we serve during this crisis, but then keeping our eyes on the long term. And as I said, I'll jump into that later in our time together. And then the third pillar here is around prosperity. And we are always committed to Michigan's prosperity, and especially in light of what's happening with COVID. You know, Michigan small businesses are at the heart of our economy. You are the backbone of our state, and we want to be there to help get you through and bridge the gap between now and when COVID ends, because I do believe COVID will end. We will get through this, and we want to get through this together. So we have been thinking long and hard about how do we best serve our small business customers, and that's really the heart of the presentation today. I want to share with you the ways that we are working with small businesses and with all of you this COVID crisis. The first thing is around payment plans and payment arrangements. I cannot emphasize this enough. Please call us. We have a dedicated team. They're a part of my team that are there to serve your needs and help get really creative. In fact, I said to my team, this was a couple weeks ago as we were working on all of this, I want to know, only escalate when we're going to say no to a customer. Let's get creative. Let's figure out what we need to do on an individual basis to help each one of our small business customers. We're also making outbound phone calls on a daily basis. So if you have not gotten a call from us, please do not hesitate to reach out. And there's a number right there. And I guess I should say too, I'm going to share all this information with you, but you're going to get it in a one-pager. It's condensed, it's succinct. You're going to have all the references and places to go on that one-pager. So as at the output of all of us, you will get that. So please call us so that we can help you provide customized payment solutions to help get through this crisis. The next thing, and a word that I keep using a lot lately is forcing function. I feel like during this unprecedented time, it's forced us to do new and different. I think I've heard the quote, "Never let a good crisis go to waste." I think that was Winston Churchill. I'll be wrong on that. But anyways, this whole idea of we're in an environment here, and how can we provide different and new solutions that perhaps we wouldn't have before this? And so one of those is our small business virtual energy coaching. So historically, my team would come in and do internal audits, right? Internal in the sense that we were inside your business, providing recommendations and solutions and helping with the rebate process. And we can't do that physically, right? And so this is a virtual assessment. Literally, we'll have your phone and we'll do the walkthrough with you virtually. And the idea here is to be able to create immediate recommendations and solutions so that you can see cost savings on your next month's bill. And as we work through the rebate process, to have a single point of contact to help you navigate that, because I know you have more important things to do than fill out a rebate. So this is a service that we are offering, and I highly encourage you to check it out and take advantage of it. It's a series of phone calls. You also, just by participating, will get a $50 gift certificate to our Consumers Energy Marketplace, which you should definitely check out. We offer all sorts of smart thermostats, so think about Nest, Ecobee, Honeywell, CFL light bulbs, a whole host of types of energy efficient solutions for your business and for your home. The third piece is around the stimulus funding and support. So I know that you're likely all very familiar with the Paycheck Protection Program. That the second tranche of dollars was approved late last week, and as of Monday at 10:30, available. And so I cannot stress enough the importance of taking advantage of the Paycheck Protection Program. My husband is a small business owner here in Grand Rapids, and so I get the benefit of really understanding what it's like to be a small business customer because I'm married to one. And so I hear every day the challenges of reducing his team, of cutting salaries, of this whole debate of, employees are saying, well, I could go on unemployment benefits and I'd get paid more than staying and working. And so just the day-to-day challenges I completely get and understand. And I think that's helped me become more informed in trying to figure out what the right types of tools are to help equip our customers. And so we have changed. I was talking about the business agents earlier on here when I was talking about payment plans. We've also equipped our team members to be very proficient in the state and federal stimulus funding. They're experts in the space of helping navigate. So if you do have questions, or if you're having stumbling blocks or troubles, we are a resource for that. So please call us to talk through that. The other piece is we developed, and this was literally hot off the press last night, a tool kit checklist that really is a step-by-step guide to help you figure out how to secure financial assistance. It's got very detailed spreadsheets to track your budget, your cash flow, unemployment benefits, the whole deal. You can go as deep as you want, and I think we've got every single base covered. We worked with many of our business customers in our Jackson. We're based out of Jackson, our headquarters is. So we worked with the business community there to really articulate what would be a helpful tool set. So that is published on our website. Again, you're going to get all this information, but take a look at that. And I hope that you can really encompass all the things you should be thinking about and really be a guide for you. Okay, the next two are kind of two in the same. Our Peer Michigan Business Connect and the Supplier Summit. So really, this is an opportunity to match up suppliers with buyers. And typically this is done in a face-to-face type of setting, but now it is virtual and it's real time and it's happening. And so they're also looking for ways to help support those customers who've decided to switch up operations to help during the COVID situation. So definitely take a look at that. And then the final piece here is really around kind of this getting back to work, because I do believe we're going to get past this, right? And so a lot of learnings in our new environment is going to be centered around safety. And at Consumers Energy, given where I started with our time together here and our focus on safety, I feel like we are equipped with great experts who know how to navigate the safety space. And so we have, again, put together a one-pager you can find on our website that really details out, as you think about the safety pieces of getting back into business, what are the things to be keeping top of mind? And I suspect this is going to grow because every day as we go through this, the feedback that we're getting from our customers is helping inform what other tools that we can provide that are beyond just electricity and gas. I also want you to know that we, again, as a key pillar of people, we are supporting our communities specifically as we fight COVID. And we've made grants to several organizations. Our Consumer Energy Foundation has done that. I want to highlight the Michigan State University. I know that I'm an alum. I bleed green and white, but that has nothing to do with this. The idea here is that they started to produce face masks. And so our foundation was able to supply some dollars there to help make that come to life faster. So that's just one example of how we're getting very focused in on our communities, supporting through grants. Okay, so I talked about the stake in the ground that we said we are making in our roadmap to a cleaner energy future. I think that picture might be Northern Michigan, Traverse City, perhaps. But I want to call out two things. There's several things that will require that we get to work on with our customers to execute this cleaner energy future. And you can learn all about all the programs we have at mycleanenergyplan.com. But the two things I want to highlight here on this slide are energy efficiency and demand response. Those can help offset your operational costs. I suspect your energy bill might be in the top 5 line items for cost. And by working with us, partnering with us to help your business become more energy efficient is a direct help to your bottom line. The same is true for our demand response programs. These programs are used, and energy efficiency are both for residential and for business. From a residential standpoint, the demand response, we are offering right now a free Nest thermostat. We've partnered with Google. It's a free Nest E thermostat. And the idea is by signing up for our smart thermostat program, we will send signals to your home during the hottest days of the summer. And we cycle off during peak times, which is between 2 and 6. And it's energy, it's straight savings to your energy bill. And so you can learn all about these programs and more, but those specifically will help you see impacts on your energy bill. So I wanted to make sure to highlight those. So in closing, please call us. We care. We are trying every day to get better and ensuring that we are helping bridge the gap for you. You are the backbone of this economy, and we want to be able to work with you now and through this crisis, get through this with you together. So please do not hesitate to call us. Please do not hesitate to go to our website to check out these tools that I've just shared with you, and know that we're in this together. So with that, I think it's time for some Q&A.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Lauren. So we do have a few questions here. The first one is, can you tell us more about the virtual energy coaching for small businesses, and how does this program work?
Yeah, so let me go back up to my. So if you go to consumersenergy.com/business, you'll see that there's information there to sign up. Or if you're interested, really, you want to get, there's a way I can get contact info, phone number, and name, I can do it. I can help do that. So please put that in the QA, or Molly, maybe you can help me facilitate. But the whole idea here is that it will first start with a phone call with one of our where they believe we could start to, where the improvements could be made, like quick, like I said, I don't want this to be something that you have to wait a year to see the benefits from. They'll walk through where simple measures could be taken to adjust your usage so you can start to see benefits. It's a series of 3 phone calls. The first is, again, to get a lay of the land, and then the second is to really go deep in identifying the measures, and then if there are rebates required, or if there's any kind of paperwork back, things that need to be done, our team will do that for you. So, and if there's more required beyond the 3 phone calls, we definitely will continue to work with you on that. But that's the gist of it. And this is brand new. We literally launched 2 weeks ago. So as I said, forcing function to get out of our comfort zone, and we're being very agile here. So that's the primary gist of it.
Perfect. That sounds so exciting. The next question is, how is consumers involved in the Pure Michigan Business Connect?
So we are one of the founding members of this program, and I actually, if Doug DeYoung, Doug, I'm calling what's that? You know, I'm calling a help here to go a little bit deeper. But we're one of the founding members, and we really are plugged in, our supply chain team in particular, on helping connect those Michigan businesses that supply goods and services with corporate purchasers. So it's really, we have a piece of that's targeted for small businesses. Doug, fill in the gaps for me.
Sure. So with the Pure Michigan Business Connect, right now they've moved to a virtual platform. So you're able to go to the MEDC's site. You'll be able to log in and put in your information. As you log in and put in your information, you are then putting in the types of products that you can offer up to not only Consumers Energy, but to all the other participating businesses that are looking for vendors across the state. And the goal here is to be able to align your business and your products with those vendors who need that across the state. So it's a great opportunity to connect within the state and align your product with businesses like ours, Consumers Energy, and others that need those products to do our daily work. So I would highly recommend looking at it, going to the link there that's in the screen, and this will all be available to you after the call today.
Perfect. Thank you, Doug. Another question we had is, what changes have you made to the winter protection program?
That is a good question. I know the specifics of that, to be honest with you. I know that we are not doing any, like all things are on hold, right, until June 1st. So I think we've extended it, but we'll need to follow up with a better answer.
Okay, yep, no problem.
Yeah, I can add to that too, and just recommend that if you are on the winter protection program, you are in need of assistance, please reach out to 211 or reach out to the local assistance programs in your community that can sign you up and make sure you're getting all of the assistance that you need and getting the programs that you need. And we'll be able to provide additional information that can be shared on those programs after this call.
Thank you, Doug. Yeah, that's a really good reminder.
Despite the unusual challenges we're facing, what opportunities do you see emerging?
Oh, I've been reflecting on that quite a bit during this time frame. I think the opportunity to use technology new and differently is one thing that's going to be a benefit for us. Like I said, this virtual energy coaching, I think we maybe had talked about it, but we didn't pull the trigger until now. We didn't have an option because we've pulled all of our face-to-face types of visits and channels. And so I feel like that's a silver lining because I think we're going to hit more people and more people will benefit from our energy efficiency programs because of that. Another thing that I was talking about earlier around these free Nest thermostats, we've partnered with Google. I'm really excited about this. We've partnered with Google to figure out a way to be able to provide these Nest thermostats at no cost. And I think more we can get thermostats in the hands of our customers to participate in our demand response program, the better, because it's going to help our customers use less energy. And during the hottest times of the year, it's going to help us, Consumers Energy, be able to shave our peak and produce more sustainable types of options for our customers. So I'm speaking very energy specifically, but I think the way that we work together with our customers is going to be different as we leverage technology. And I think the opportunity to together as cost saving measures, energy efficiency, getting creative on our payment plans. I mean, like I said before, told my team, only escalate if you're going to tell a customer, no, it can't be done. Like, let's figure out how we can be very personalized, custom, one-on-one with each one of our customers. And then I do think it's going to help us facilitate our Clean Energy Future plans a little bit faster, because I mean, a forcing function, again, I think I used that word a million times throughout the course of the day, with Google, to really say to Google, like, what can we do together to help get smart thermostats in the hands of our customers faster than we ever have before, to help from a cost saving standpoint. I don't know if that would have been done 3 months ago. Probably, but it would have taken longer, right? So I'm learning a lot about when you're in a crisis, how we need to be there for our customers, how we can Consumers Energy, because I bet maybe you didn't think, I hope you did, but some may not have thought of Consumers Energy as a partner to help bridge the gap during this crisis for their small business, that we would actually convert members of my team to help really understand the stimulus funding and help be a point person to navigate that with you, or that we would have a toolkit that would literally, like, you have to check out this toolkit. It's a spreadsheet. Our vice president of tax was the main author of it. And so that's what I love too. We have our vice president of tax jumping in to help support customer efforts here, which I love. And it's very detailed on talking about unemployment benefits and how to manage cash flow and budgeting and things that I don't think you would naturally think of Consumers Energy. But I hope now through all of this, the silver lining is that that we are a partner, and we want, I cannot stress it enough, we want our businesses to be successful. We want Michigan to come out on top. And I will say for the stimulus funding that, the first round, Michigan ranked 8th out of 10 in terms of getting funding. I want us to be number 1. I want our business community to have the most number of funds across the nation. And so how can we make sure that we're facilitating that? I digressed on the answer to that question, but I think it's going to change for the good a lot of things.
Yeah, I think the spreadsheet you're talking about in and of itself is going to be so helpful to so many people. So that's great. It looks like the last question we have here is, what do you know about the virtual supplier summit for COVID-19?
Doug, can I turn that to you?
Sure. So the Virtual Supplier Summit is basically what the MEDC is doing in being able to have face-to-face summits and be able to provide a direct connection with the supplier face-to-face with you. So what they're doing is you'll be able to go in and sign up, put in all of your information. I believe they're putting in virtual opportunities for you to share your products and basically then align with the business that looking for those products. And then from there, they're going to work to connect you virtually. So those are that are being done in partnership with the MEDC and basically trying to turn used to be supplier summits which were face-to-face summits into this virtual world where you can connect.
Perfect. Well, thank you. I don't see any more questions coming in. Again, if anyone does have additional questions that you didn't ask or that come up later, please feel free to reach out to consumers or to anyone on the Traverse Connect team, and we will make sure we get those answered for you. And again, I just want to thank Lauren and Doug, both of you, for being here with us today for all of this extremely helpful information, and consumers for their ongoing support for our economic development mission. The partnership means so much, and we greatly appreciate it.
Well, the feeling is mutual. I must say, if as you're going through what we've talked about from our help standpoint, and you see an opportunity for us to lean in, or you've got feedback, anything that we've talked about, please let us know. So keep us posted. But thank you for the opportunity to be here this morning.
Of course. Thank you both. Everyone have a wonderful day. Stay safe and stay healthy. Thanks, everyone.